Hello, my Cancer signs. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of November. And we are going to start off by pulling a card here from these chakra reading cards. And this is just going to represent what the Creator wants you to know overall for the month of November. It can be the energies or the theme, or just what the Creator wants you to know, what kind of heads up that the Creator wants to give you. So let's take a look here for our Cancer signs Creator. What do you want them to know about their month of November, please? Okay. And you have the I Am Presence. Beautiful card there. And that is card number 30. So that really does bring a beautiful, breaks down to the number 3, which for me, of course, that's the Empress, represents creativity, or represents Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, that feeling within yourself of your beingness and not your tryingness. Nature doesn't try to be anything else. It just is itself. It allows itself to be expressed, and it allows its true nature, because it is nature, right? For it to be what it is. And so with ourselves too, this human being isn't really who we are. That's our humanness showing itself, but we have a higher self as well. Let's see what else this brings in here, because this is actually, from the crown chakra, which is our higher self, which connects us to the higher realms. So it says that you have, this card has come into this reading today as an indication that you are connecting to your I Am presence at a deeper level. Just like each of us has angels and spirit guides that walk with us in the higher realms, we also have an aspect of ourselves that resonates in this higher state of consciousness. The I Am presence is the all-loving, all-knowing, all-wise aspect of yourself that holds profound guidance and wisdom at all times. It resonates pure love and healing energy and is the angelic and divine aspect of our soul. Your I Am presence pours its love and wisdom upon you, and you're being asked to open and receive its divine light. Your I Am presence is calling for you to connect deeply with this divine aspect of yourself. If you've been feeling lost and lack direction, your I Am presence holds the answers to your questions and is offering you divine guidance loud and clear. This aspect of yourself is the best guide for you right now. It's time to allow and trust yourself at this deeper level. You're being guided to take some time to strengthen and deepen this connection by meditating, writing, and doing those things that allow you to feel the higher vibration of your soul. There's an abundance of positive energy flowing to you as you walk closer with your I Am presence, as it creates a deeper feeling of fulfillment and well-being in your life. It's time to listen and take note of the wisdom that's pouring into your soul at this time. This card may also indicate that you've been working on deepening this divine connection and that your life is starting to resonate more positivity. Your I Am presence is celebrating your hard work and commitment to your higher state of being. Keep up the great work. Love it. And the affirmation for this card is, my I Am presence shines brightly through me for all to see. So definitely, this is about connecting to your higher self. And I love that, we're not, it's not like there's this human body and we're this soul, and then when we are born, or when we start to develop in our mother's womb, it's not like our complete soul's put in this child and that's only where we exist. Our being is massive and extensive, and we're having all these adventures at the same time, and a piece of ourselves is connected to this human walking upon this earth. So it's a piece of us. It's just like a hand, this pinky is the human experience, but this whole body is our soul, and we might be having other experiences, in other dimensions or other, types of places, but this is the one that's walking around as this human, having this human experience. So it's a part of us, but we can connect to this more powerful being who we are, right? And so I'm going to leave it at that for right now, and we'll see what else comes out. I also pull a tarot deck, and I separate the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana, and these will represent 4 different sides of our beingness that's being experienced here on Earth. And but the major arcana, this represents, like this card, the overall message, the overall energy, whatever the creator wants you to know, for the month of November as well. So we will shuffle these up here a little bit, and then we will see what else the creator wants you to know for your awesome November. I mean, we can just stop at this card and Shazam, right? All right. All right, creator, what else do you want our Cancer signs to know about their month of November? Okay, no, none of those. This is the one right here. Yep, and here you go. So this is judgment, which is like, oh no, you're being judged. It's like, no, this is your small self becoming aware of your higher self. So this is so perfect for this card here, because it is one of the few cards that represents your higher self, your soul, and this awakening that happens in our lives. And this is toward the end, because this comes right before the World card, which is the last card in the major arcana, which is about the ending and the new beginnings. And so this is such a perfect introduction, and you have all these other angels that you're surrounded with. You're never alone. So it's a beautiful, and I like it's a card 20, which is XX, which is 1010, which is double endings, double new beginnings. So it really is about this ending to the way you used to think of yourself as a human, and an ending of the way you used to think yourself as spirit. And you're getting to know yourself in a much higher, deeper way that totally changes your understanding of your humanness and your higher selfness. So beautiful. So definitely reiterating what this card was saying. And then we're going to go into the 4 suits here. And we're going to start off with the Wands suit, which is the fire element. And for this reading, it actually represents your spiritual adventure during the month of November. Because Wands also is like your drive, your ambitions, your spark, your aha inspirations, and that. But it also represents your spiritual energy and your spiritual side. All right. So for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know about their spiritual adventure in the month of November? Come out fast. Yep, and you got the 6 of Wands. And so the 6 of Wands, you can see it's about recognition and being seen. And I love how this card was talking about, too, how you are seen, you are known. You're not this, one of trillions and trillions and trillions of souls that are out there, but you are recognized, you are known, and you are also supported. If this wasn't coming up representing your spiritual side, it would be like external recognition and other people are going to see it. But this card also mentioned that, you shine your light and people see your higher self glowing out of you. And that does happen as you connect to your higher self and you feel the unconditional love that comes from them. You do glow, you do change, people do recognize it. So that is, affirming that your brightness is going to be coming through. But also all these, from a spiritual point, see these as your spiritual posse on the other side, all those beings of unconditional love and light, like your guardian angels and your spirit guides, loved ones who've walked on this planet with you and have already returned to the other side, your ancestors, unicorns, fairies, sprites, leprechauns, whatever you believe are those beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. Just know that they are around you, they support you, and they are so proud of you, like this said as well. We're going to pull another card from this energy oracle deck, and then we're just going to see what else the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure. And they will not mess with your free will. They're just reminding me to let you know that, hey, we're always there to support you, but we also don't mess with your free will. So if you picture like a little 2-year-old wanting to pour their first pitcher of milk into a glass, and we want to help them because we don't want to have to clean up the mess, but we also understand that from a higher standpoint, if we understood that, well, they need to learn that, and so if they want to learn that, we're going to let them. They're asking, oh, let me do it. And so you're like, okay, go ahead. And you're getting the paper towels ready and the rags and the mop. Because, the first experience of them doing it probably won't turn out perfect, and that's okay. And we're not going to be harsh with it, right? And that's the way they look at with us. They're totally unconditionally loving and supportive. But if they're like, this is, I did a little bit. Can you help me though? Can you hold it? What? And let me do most of the pouring? And like, sure. So when we ask them of our own free will to help us, then they will. As long as it doesn't interfere with our plan that we wanted to experience when we came down here. We might have said, no, don't help me because I need to learn to do that on my own at that time. I need to feel what it feels like to spill an entire carton of milk on the floor. And maybe I'll help you clean it up, But it's, definitely they're saying, just to make sure you're aware that you can ask of your own free will, but they won't meddle unless you ask, to honor our free will. All right, great, Creator. So for our Cancer signs, what else do you want them to know about their spiritual adventure during the month of November? Okay, I feel like it's this one, right? Chair. And you got envy, number 20. So let me put that there. And let's see what message comes with this for you. So this is about the emotion and the feeling of lack and dissatisfaction. So this card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room, looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and the energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. And if this card is near the appreciation card, which it won't be, it would just mean that it's doubly important. But now is the time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. And there's also reversal meaning, and I normally don't automatically read it. I let Spirit know if they nudge me to go, yeah, read that too or not. And this time they are asking me to read it, so let's see what it says. It says this card reversed heralds a great time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift your focus from future longing to present gratitude creates a significant difference in your energy field and moves out in a dramatic and radiant way to attract more to you. You know that you can keep your eye on future goals without losing sight of your present gifts. So continue to release any old feelings of envy or lack whenever those thoughts or emotions come up. You're well on your way to a completely gratifying life, and your genuine acknowledgement of the value within and around you will only keep drawing more value to you. And the affirmation of this is, I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. And that is beautiful energy. And I really feel like with this focus on your I am presence, you really understand your power so much more, because what happens when you focus on, like it's talked about, what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, that grows in your life. More things to be thankful for, more things to be grateful for, as well as lack. If you focus on what's missing out of your life, the whole grows bigger, because that's the power of our energy in the way we are able to manifest into this realm. And so with this connection to your higher self and this I am presence in your spiritual world, you're getting this really clear picture of how powerful your energy is. And so wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. And that's what this message is for you. This 20 breaks down to a 2, which really shows me that that's about especially the realization that there's 2 of you that are having this experience in your life. Again, the small piece of your soul is the human, with all its emotions of fight or flight and all those lovely emotions connected to fear. And then your higher, powerful, eternal, supernatural self that's made of unconditional love, this huge, expansive being of who you are. And so understanding that allows you not only to not envy others, because as you realize, I have everything I need within me. I don't have to worry about what everyone else has, because you understand that we're all the actors behind these characters, all these human characters, are these powerful actors, that we are all powerful, supernatural, eternal. And when you look higher, then you understand, that oh, okay. And then we drift back into the character, get caught up in our character, and get to have conflict and experience all those fear rides in the amusement park of fear. And then when we're ready, we can go, oh, that's right. Let's step back and have an ice cream and sit and just watch life and see it for what it is, right? All right, we're going to move on to the next suit, which is Pentacles. And that is earth energy. And so for that, it's going to represent our physical world. So it is the stage that we're playing on, the characters that are on stage with us, all that external things like jobs, all the possessions, all the props that we have on the outside world, and our physical body as well. So it's all the stuff that's going on in the physical. So this will just be what the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during the month of November. All right, Creator, so for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know about their physical adventure for November, please? You have the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles does represent working towards mastering your life, mastering your skill, your gift in the external world. And for this, there's you do have support. And again, there's this big message of support here. And this is that there's a lot of support that comes to you through the physical world as well. Just knowing that all of your abundance does come from the Creator. Everyone else is the third party that's delivering it, like the shipping company that brings that to you. And just knowing that your abundance comes from the Creator itself allows you to really connect in. It is the number 3, like this one broke down to the number 3. So there is this very beautiful creativity that flows through you and out into this physical world as you attach to your higher self, because we are many creators. Our higher selves, that I am presence, is a little mini me, a little mini creator, and we get in tune with that and tap into that. So when you're in tune with that, this creativity does flow out, and people will be attracted to the work that you do as well. So I love that message is coming through with this card for you for there. We're also going to pull a card here from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about the physical world. But that's definitely a month of creativity, a month of people noticing your beautiful creativity flowing and going, wow, it's like you've gone to a new level, and you have. Excuse me. All right. What else do you want our Cancer signs to know about their physical adventure in November, please? What else? And you've got the Knight. It says, be brave and honest. Beautiful. And we'll look this up here. That does remind me, and we'll see the next what we're going to look at is the sword suit, but this really has this knight, this Ace of Swords feel about it, which is all about your truths, new truths, new ideas, your ability to let things go. But let's see here. For your physical world, it says, do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know and be to be right and true. The knight is a knight in shining armor dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, he is a protector of the Holy Grail and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you, whether you are male or female, and that energy is within you. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong, but if you look closely, you will see he has a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and love what he protects. And I'll let you see if you can see the tear. There you go. Beautiful. So wonderful vulnerability as well. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you're in a space where there's opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You're being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you're longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you've made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you're feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Definitely not being defensive here. But what I love is that just the idea of a mistake, what that really, the energy around that is whenever you're acting in a way that's not in alignment with your higher self, that is what feels like wrong to us. That feels, when it's an unloving act, then because it's so against our true nature, that's what makes it feel like a mistake, what makes it feel wrong. Everything we experience is for us. Everything in this giant play, the drama happens for a reason. There's victims, villains, and heroes in the drama because it's entertaining. It's a story with morals and growth and understanding. And so there really is no mistake. It's like an improv play. You can't make a mistake. It's just that was an interesting choice you made in interpreting that character. And if it didn't feel right, then you can change it. And that's kind of what this is saying here is be aware of what you want to express to the world. And this is like this work of art and what you're mastering. It's really getting to the core of what do you want to be known for? What do you want? What kind of work of art, whatever that might be, how do you want that to go out into the world? What do you want to put out into the world? And that doesn't mean you have to be an artist. It's like the life you live is the work of art that you present to the world, right? And so understanding that, something that helps, if you're unsure, like if you've been living your life, with trying to live the life that you think everyone else thought you were supposed to live or supposed to live, and you're like at this kind of place of like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. That really wasn't me. You can ask yourself, how do I uniquely want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world? I don't want to have to repeat and make up what other people do. How do I want to share that love with the world? Okay, take a quick sip of coffee here. All right, thank you. And then we're going to move into the sword suit, which is the element of air. And this is about your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your expectations, your attitudes. And so this will just be what the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of November. So for our Cancer signs, Creator, what do you want them to know about their mental adventure? Okay. Yep, you have the Eight of Swords. And so the Eight of Swords shows you what is binding you, what's keeping you limited, what's keeping you blinded, what's making you feel restricted. And all the swords represent your expectations and your own thoughts and beliefs. So it's a wonderful awareness that comes with the card, because, you can see when you realize that you are the one that can take off the mask, So that's what I love about these revelations. It's like when you understand and have that truth, whoosh, you're like, I'm free. In fact, we're going to put that with you free here, because that's what you're experiencing, is your understanding that people all have opinions on who, like we talked about, who you should be, who you're supposed to be, who you need to be, who you have to be, all this restrict all these expectations, and they're contradictory. One person says you need to be a clown, another person thinks you need to be a lawyer. It's like opposites, although you might think of them as the same sometimes. Just kidding, all my lawyer friends, come on, laugh, why are you so serious? But it is, about this understanding of all those opinions that I'm the one that accepted them. We didn't know any better when we were growing up. We just did what we needed to survive. We thought that's what we were supposed to do, because we were praised if we did and punished if we didn't. So we went into this place where we were taking on all these opinions and thoughts and beliefs as our own from everyone else. And then we have this big mesh, kind of a mess of all these beliefs. We're trying to make them all work together, when it's like, well, this is a square and this is a round hole. That doesn't go in there. Well, we'll just set it over here for now. And what does fit in there? And, it's trying to work it all out. That's why we have such confused lives, because there's so many contradictory beliefs that we've taken on. But this is about that, realizing that you don't have to take anything on anymore that you don't believe, and you can start using this Ace of Swords to cut away those thoughts that no longer serve you, that you don't believe, and you're becoming more, like this knight. You have this bravery that's coming up when you're like, you know what, this ugly feeling of believing this thing is outweighing the fear of letting it go now, and I'm ready to let it go. And so this beautiful awareness that comes in here, especially like when you're connecting to your higher self, when you see your capital T truths, the small t truths, which are all these small human beliefs, limiting beliefs in powerlessness and smallness. When you're able to cut those away, more and more, because you're able to see your capital T truths around how loved you are, how powerful you really are, and how expansive you are. So as you develop that relationship with your higher self, and understanding of how big you are, you don't care about the small things. You literally just, I am a divine being. Why does that even bother me? That's kind of that feel that comes around it. then we're also going to pull a card here from the numerology deck. And this is also going to be what the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure. I love the clearing of the mind. It makes you feel so much more lighter and freer as well. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Cancer signs to know about their mental adventure in November? Nope. Okay, there it is. And you've got pride. That's number 19, which also breaks down to a 10, which is an end and a new beginning regarding pride. And so I feel this is a transformation between this human pride, which, does have to do with wanting, like this envy, right? I am prideful. I want what they have because I need to be the better person. And it's the human side of us, our ego side of us wants that because it's a small little child inside us. And it wants to feel safe. It wants to feel comfortable and have a surrounding that doesn't feel unknown. It wants everything around it to be known, and so it tries to have this control around its surroundings and everything. And so the pride comes in that it needs to be right. Like when this was talking about giving up the need to be right. This is about letting it go, and that it's okay to let go. It's okay to let go of these thoughts and these beliefs that no longer serve you, because there's a bigger pride that you have. We have this whole heavens full of these beings of unconditional love and light that are so proud of you. This was mentioning here about how proud they are. This mentioned how proud. And so this is also that. I think this card, if my memory recalls, is about giving up pride, but we'll read it and see what messages come from it. Yeah, because it indicates the need to swallow your pride to improve your current situation and your quality of life. By admitting when you're wrong and choosing to see another's point of view, whether that's person right or wrong, you raise your vibration, which brings you closer to your dreams. The bottom line is, if you want to create a happy, harmonious life, you must let go of your need to be right or be in control. Yes, that is true, right? Do you want to be right or be alone? To overpower, belittle, or punish another goes against the nature of your soul and takes you out of alignment. Yet, when you have the courage to own up to your mistakes, you align yourself with Source, with the Creator. Admitting when you're wrong builds character, inner strength, and self-esteem. And look at it as, when we're admitting when we're making a mistake or wrong, like I talked about, it's about when you've done something unloving that doesn't match up to your higher self, your I am presence. When that feels ugly inside, that's about admit it and, heal that with someone. It opens the door for resolution, and it creates better relationships with others. Stubbornness and pride get you nowhere, but humility and compromise bring you closer to the realization of your dreams. Rather than go it alone because you're too stubborn to back down, you must cooperate with others. When you swallow your pride, you can make your dreams come true. And then the affirmation is, I admit my mistakes and improve my quality of life. Yeah, and so it's more, not fessing up on something you did incorrectly and the judgment feeling, the negative judgment feeling that comes, from the human side of right or wrong and blah, 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 punishment, justice, this must, they must be punished. It's about coming into close relationship with the emotions that you feel around when you do something, like I said, unloving, where there would have been a more loving way of doing that. And then you see that how it created the opportunity for someone to choose to be hurt and made it a harder choice for them to love themselves. And so then we can heal the situation and help heal that memory for them too by reaching out and apologizing and making it a more loving interaction, because that will heal both yourself and create your vibration and get you more into alignment of who you really are. And also helps that other person do the same. All right, now we're moving into the final one here, which this is the Suit of Cups, which is the water element, and of course represents our emotions. And so this will be what the Creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of November. All right, Creator, for our Cancer signs, what do you want them to know about their emotional adventure? And this, of course, is your element. This is where you live and breathe. It's all the emotions, being a Cancer sign. And actually, you're really influenced by the emotional world, because your sign is ruled by the moon, which is, like the mother of emotion. And so if you have, a life where you have been told that you're very emotional, and usually people don't mean that in a very nice way, but realize that that is a gift of yours as well, in that not only do you get to feel people's emotions, because of this amazing, beautiful energy you have inside you, you can also push out beautiful, unconditional love energy as you connect more and more with your I am presence, with your higher self. You actually, as you fill up with that unconditional love, you can push it out like a pulse. You can actually let it fill a room. So whereas before you walk in a room and you feel all everyone's energy, instead all this energy is pulsing out of you. You don't get the all the influx of everyone's emotions. You actually have this influence that you're making it easier for people to choose to be loving and to feel that they're loved. So just know that as well. Yep. And then you have the Two of Cups here, which is so fitting, because for me this represents your human self and your higher self, and this cup in the middle is the Ace of Cups, which is filled with the unconditional love of the Creator. Usually if this was outside of, a different kind of reading, like if you're doing a relationship reading, this means you're coming into a special relationship with someone. And in this card, it really does mean you're coming into a special relationship with someone, and that's with the higher you. So this is a beautiful card, because this is all about this beautiful love connection that you're developing with your higher self. Simply beautiful. And the last card we're going to pull here is from the Angel Guide Oracle. And this can be, what else the Creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure, but it's also going to be a wild card. Since it's the last card we're going to pull, it can be what else the Creator wants you to know about the month of November. So we shall see what the final message is. Creator, what's your final message for this reading for our Cancer signs, please? For November, what's your final message for this reading? Okay. Yes! Shazam! Beautiful, beautiful, happy, positive card. Yes, yes, yes. So definitely, I love this one, because it says your message, yes, yes, yes. The answer is yes. Proceed, go forth, achieve, enjoy. Don't hold back. The time is now. Rise up, fly high, light up, express yourself, experience, share. So this card is a huge thumbs up, obviously. If you're making a decision, the answer is yes, go for it. This is a time for positivity, celebration, and progress. Angels are encouraging you to let in the light and enjoy it. All of your hard work is paying off. Any endeavors, projects, and opportunities before you now are getting the green light. If you've been holding off for the right time, The time is now, and you're being encouraged to take the next step. You're good to go. If you're feeling scared or worried, that's okay. Invite in help. Angels are there to guide you, and they want to be part of the success. So relax and experience the joy that is unfolding for you now. Yeah, there's so much of this about celebration here. Definitely about the support and asking them for support. And, you know, this is all about, when I was talking about the work, your hard work is paying off. You know, you're mastering this beautiful purpose that you are finding for yourself in the outside world. It's all just beautifully summed up. And yes, go for it. It's time for this next step, next connection here, connecting with your beautiful, beautiful higher self as well. Love it. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Just know as you go through each and every moment of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and I love you too. I also like to let you know that in addition to these monthly readings, I do weekly element readings, and also like new moon and full moon readings by zodiac sign. So if you're looking for more information as you go throughout the month, I do have those available, and I'll put some playlist links at the bottom, but I have several playlists on my YouTube channel if you want to check out and see what you're drawn to, if you want more information as you go throughout your month as well. So if you want to do that, check that out. And if you haven't yet, if you subscribe and then click the little alarm button, then you'll get notified when the new readings come out anyway. So that is helpful as well. All right. Well, you have an amazing November, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. You take care now.